mission.
The original sin is the fairest. Everyone sinks. Make the most of the final feast. Because for the sinners, the curtain call has come.
Ladies and gentlemen, she did it! Seeing is believing, my friends. This has been Linny and Lynette's magic show. The essence of magic is getting people to believe a lie. And the most important part of this is what people see. People don't realize how much they expect their eyes to tell them the truth.
She looks so good!
But what you see is not real. It's all a show. And every part of the show is carefully controlled.
Controlled how?
By choosing the right time, the right place,
Oh, the
And-
tunnel looks stressful.
the right people. Whoever controls these three controls everything. But keep your eyes peeled, and you might be able to turn things to your advantage.
Looks so good!
In a nutshell, magic is what you see with your own two eyes.
Very fun. But it's not enough. Let me make something clear. You think of yourselves as magicians, but when you're on the stage, you're first and foremost actors. Good actors hone their craft to mesmerize the whole crowd.
Boring! I mean, why do I even bother? When are we going to finally see a real twist for once?
Please refrain from levity in the court. This trial is far from over.
It looks so good! It looks so good! Also, the guy who said, I have so many questions. Let's start with all of my points. Alright, so this guy in the beginning is going to be a playable character. Where are you? Where are you? This guy here. I don't think it is Linny or Lynette, but I saw drip marketing for a Claymore character, boy, and it said on the thing that he was a prototype. And this isn't the first time that we've heard of people being referred to as robotic. You know, we have Catherine, we have Noelle. I mean, Albedo is pretty much a clone, not a real human. So anyway, maybe his purpose is because if he is a robot or a creation of some sort, he gets sacrificed every night during the magic show. But he's definitely wearing a specific outfit that's not a playable character outfit, but I think that is the character. I don't know his name. Just wanted to point that out because I am not good at pulling up too many screens while I'm doing this. I think that this character is going to be featured heavily in whatever quest the Traveler goes on to sort of help justice, because like every time we get to a new country, the Traveler has to help the highest government in the land. Like, it's kind of hilarious at this point. Like, first it was Dvalin, then it was helping to find Rex Lapis's body, and then it was going to Inazuma and trying to talk the crazy Raiden Shogun out of killing everybody, and then we went to Sumeru and we had to save Nahida from the dream samsara cycle. So I'm pretty sure when we get to Fontaine, we're going to have to help clean up the water or something like that. I think he's going to be involved. It's so funny, you know, Lynette and Lenny, these two right here, these siblings, were, I think, maybe the very first characters I saw in Genshin Impact, because they were in the first trailer of the main story. So every chapter has, like, an image, and this is one of the images of the chapters, is these two sort of doing magic tricks like this. They look very young, and my guess is that since he is the magician and she is the assistant, we're going to have an Ito and Kuki situation where he's a 5-star and she's a 4-star. Because in all of her notes it says, like, she's not very noticeable, she's helpful, but she doesn't try to make a scene, da-da-da. I don't know their affiliations yet in terms of element, but if I had to guess... Oh, actually, they do tell us, I forget. She's Animo, I think. And she actually is a cat girl. It's hard to tell, but she has a tail here. And actual cat ears, which I did not catch for like 100 years. I think they're going to be hugely influential to the story, just like Tignari is influential in introducing us to Sumeru. I think Lenny and Lynette, yeah, I'm saying that right. I think Lenny and Lynette's magic show is going to be hugely influential to the main storyline with Traveler. I think we're going to be there with Paimon clapping at the end of it. It's going to be a whole thing. But what I was surprised to see is Arlecuno, if I'm saying her name right. Iconic. So Arlecuno, again, apologies if I'm not pronouncing her name right, is one of the Fatui Harbingers, who are the bad guys in Genshin Impact, or at least the antagonists that make the story go forward, right? Because ultimately we think the big bad guy is Celestia, or the sustainer of heavenly principles, which you see for like 5 seconds in the very beginning of the game, and then you wonder about her ever since. I believe she's going to be a pyro unit, which works really well for her. This is the first time I've noticed her having long hair. I thought for sure she had short hair. I really hope she's playable. I'm not clear if we're going to be able to play all of the Fatui Harbingers. You know, obviously with Signora, she died, and so we can't play her. But we were able to play as Child, as a playable character, and then against Child as a boss in Liyue, which is wild. And then we were able to play as Scaramouche, but not against, and then kind of against Scaramouche as the puppet in Sumeru. So I hope, I really do hope that we're able to use her as a playable character as well as a boss, but I'm sure she'll be a boss. I'm positive she'll be a boss. If you're familiar with the Italian Commedia dell'arte art form that the Fatui are based off of, basically the Fatui are always bad news. So even if they're cool and they seem chill, they're not. They're definitely murdering people and being terrible. So I know that she's going to be a deeply layered and complex character, and I'm so excited to learn more about her. My thing is, what is she doing here? Because her thing, I think, is like her symbol on the Fatui is like the dove, which represents like an orphanage. I could be getting that information incorrect. But if they're kids and she's in charge of the orphanage, which is also a magic show, I don't feel good about that at all. Don't like it. Don't like it one bit. Am scared for Linny and Lynette. Just wanted to note that. Let's see. And then we get to see this new character. Definitely, I hope she's a 5-star. She looks like a 5-star. She's going to be a Geo character. She's giving me Catalyst vibes, but she could be a sword user. I don't know. I saw someone comment somewhere before this video came out that it was a real shame that we haven't seen Geo characters in a while, but also that in Sumeru, the desert, right? We have a desert and a forest in Sumeru on the map. That in Sumeru we haven't been able to see geomancy in the form of earthquakes or manipulating sand. And I just think manipulating sand would be such a cool way to fight in this game. It would work so well for a catalyst. So in my hopes and hopes and hopes, she's a Geo user who can manipulate sand. She's not. I just think it would be it just seems like a missed opportunity because we haven't really seen much from the Geo camp. But I'm so excited about her. This is exactly the outfit and the style that I was hoping for when they said it was going to be inspired from the Industrial Revolution of France. I'm talking big fancy hats. I'm talking bodices, ribbons, bustles, jewelry, layers, wigs, lashes, the whole thing. And she has a parasol too, which is just so extra, and I love it. Also, another thing that we see in Fontaine is the use of sort of modern technology, the camera. And they also are the first nation to create like films or like movies, which is something that kind of got invented around the Industrial Revolution. So we saw a little bit of that in every time we meet someone from Fontaine. We saw a little bit of that at the furnace in Azuma, talking about the special camera, right? It's not the first time we've used the special camera. So I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more gadgets. And, of course, lots of water. So since it is, I watched an interesting video by Ashley Christ on YouTube, who's like probably the best Genshin lore content creator out there. Like, she's insane. And she does a good job of helping explain like what history has to do with what Genshin is doing in their artwork. And so these two are going to be playable characters. And in the French Industrial Revolution, there was essentially a big move from people from the countryside into the city to work at the factories after the factories invented steam engines. Steampunk, right? And of course they paid them very little and pretty much made orphans work in these factories as well, which is why I think we're going to start seeing a theme of orphans with Linny and Lynette and Arlecuno. And I think it's represented really well here because from the artwork that I've seen so far, it seems to be two kinds of designed characters for Fontaine. There seems to be, and just like in the French Industrial Revolution, there was the upper class called the bourgeois, and there was the lower class that had moved from the countryside into the city to start working at the factories for a few pennies, called the proletariat. And I think here we see this little chibi character representing the bourgeois with her fancy drinks and her extra whipped cream and her extra accessories. Not a care in the world, right? And then we see the proletariat drinking sort of a sensible tea next to her in all black and white, as well as chains. And I remember there being a theme of justice. So I think where there's justice and judgment, there's prisons. And I think we're going to see like royalty over here. And then a very different side of Fontaine, which will be like the prisoners. And they're going to be in all black, white, and red, which is what Arlecuna is wearing as well. And I think there's like a zombie character coming out later who's wearing black, white, and red, and she looks like super gothic. Yeah, black, white, and red, right? I didn't notice her nails being so long last time I saw her in the trailer. But I really appreciate, I mean, her outfit is just to die for. I also think this is important, but I don't know why. I think the photo shows us some kind of evidence that is being judged in court, and we know that the Fontaine powers that be are more judicial in nature, whereas in Sumeru, the powers that be were actually educational in nature. They were the academia, they were the students, they were the scholars, and their heaviest export in Sumeru was knowledge. Whereas I feel like in Fontaine, it's all about what the court decides and how you've been judged. And the new Archon, the Hydro Archon, is this little marshmallow right here. Someone said that her personality reminds them of Fischl, and I couldn't agree more. She seems absolutely dramatic, unhinged, and unhelpful. I think it's really unfortunate that she's another toddler-looking character. You guys know that I don't like the children characters in these video games. I don't think there's any excuse for making a child in a video game. Just let children be children. Stop sexualizing them, please. But here we are. She looks very similar to Nahida. She's blue instead of green, basically. But their personalities are very different. I think Nahida's gonna be the helpful one, and I don't think this one is going to be helpful at all. I think she is going to be frustrating and combative and just complex in nature. But essentially, she is the Hydro Archon in kind of in name only. So basically, she's known as like a demon spirit that rules over the Hydro Nation and is allowed to sit in on the Court of Fontaine's judgment, which means she is not judge, jury, and executioner. I think the guy in the video is. The guy we saw that she's holding up to. I think this is more representative of who's actually in charge. And they just have to put up with her. I think she just makes a lot of noise because she's like a magical god demon person. And everyone's like, okay, whatever you say, lady. And they just keep, and then they actually do whatever they're doing. So it's more of like, she's in charge in name only, kind of like Venti is in charge in theory only. You know, they kind of, the city of Mondstadt is not ruled by a god, it's the city of freedom, and they kind of pray to Venti, but they don't even really know his name is Venti. They still call him Barbados because they don't really see him. And I noticed that she has 2 different color eyes, and I think that's to show the dichotomy that we can expect from this character. I think she is impulsive. I think she is much more interested in things that are of novelty or interest to her. And I don't think she thinks beyond that. And I don't think the justice system in Fontaine is very fair at all. One other thing I wanted to note is I noticed a lot of similarities here to the sort of, I forget what they're called, they're like pillars. Okay, you know the opening scene in Genshin Impact where you're walking through all the pillars? Those pillars look like old-fashioned, like, prison cells, where they used to essentially have, like, a prison, like this, and they'd have a pillar in the middle with, like, very, like, church windows, and then like, the people on patrol would go up and down the tower and sort of just patrol the prison by looking at them. And that's sort of, like, the imagery that I was getting from this. I also think it's really interesting that it's turned on its side, because I think it's meant to denote that the rules that apply in Fontaine don't apply everywhere. I think they're topsy-turvy. I think everything is a little bit messed up in Fontaine. I think we're going to see that. But yeah, here's a picture of what the court looks like. Which honestly doesn't look that different from Mondstadt's cathedrals. And it honestly doesn't look that different from a theater. So I think we're going to see themes of justice, theater, and putting on a show. So that's what I got from the Overture teaser called The Final Feast. I'm so freaking excited about it. Let me catch up on the chat now. She's going to be causing some chaos for sure. I feel like it. Listen. Magic and or a show has been in the show for a long time. Yeah. But it's a different flavor of putting on a show. So for example, in Sumeru... So for example, in Inazuma, it was all about honor, family honor. The sword dances, if you will, right? The ancient art of swordsmanship and like the way that, I'm not saying it right. Basically, it was all about sword making as a show, as an art form. And then Sumeru, we saw a lot more like being in touch with nature, being in touch with your dreams, being in touch with the physical world around you through the mushroom fairies, through the desert, studying nature with Tignari, meditating, and essentially valuing dance with Nilou's storyline, right? Valuing theater in terms of an old-fashioned connecting with your dreams, connecting with one another in a sense of community. It's almost like, it almost had like almost a folksy vibe to the show aspect. Whereas I feel like Fontaine is gonna like give us more of a Las Vegas style show aspect. Less community theater, more lights, camera, action is what I'm expecting. A lot more glitter and a lot more paint and pretense on everything. I'm assuming that everything in Fontaine is going to be for show, which means inherently I believe there's going to be a lot of secrets, right? Because it's all about what you're supposed to look at. Don't look over here, don't look over here, don't look over here. It's what you're supposed to look at, don't look over here. I think we're going to see a lot of that in Fontaine, which will be good. You assume I meditate normally? I'm not sure how to answer that, but I do meditate from time to time. Let me see if I can get to this drip marketing. $3.8. Secret Summer Paradise. I really am expecting to see a lot of hints about Fontaine in the summer event, which we'll find out today, but I'm going to be actually quite disappointed if we're not led into what looks like Fontaine at the end of this. I really am. But, because, like, if you guys remember when Sumeru was starting to open, we kind of ended up in the chasm. And I thought for the longest time the chasm was going to be Sumeru. I was like, it's here, it's here, it's here, it's here. Wasn't quite. I think we'll get something like that. Also, we have new outfits for Kaeya and Klee, which is really exciting. I also noticed that in the trailer, the guy who looks like he's running the court, he had... I was going to say stars in his eyes, but that doesn't... he had the same kind of skinny, four-pointed stars in his eyes that Kaeya does, which is specifically unique to characters from Khaenri'ah, which is a nation that got destroyed before we started playing the game. So I find that very interesting. So that would be our fourth Khaenri'an character if he is alive and real. Don't know. Because we did kind of just look at him through the vision of Focalor. Focalor, who's the new Hydra Archon. So I think we're going to see themes of Khaenri'ah because Kaeya's getting a new outfit. And then Klee, I think the only thing Klee has to do with anything is that she's usually used for the summer events. And her mom is a magical narrator that shows us things we wouldn't otherwise be able to see. So I think it makes sense to have Klee get a new outfit as well. So that's going to be cute. I still have no idea what Kokomi is doing here. Fish lady. She's from Inazuma, so I mean, like, maybe we're going to be asking her about the water? I don't know. Maybe she can talk to, like... I think it's confirmed that there are going to be mermaids or mermaid lore in Fontaine. So maybe we'll talk to her about mermaids. I don't know. I'm trying to find the... I would like to not go to their Twitter page if I don't have to. Guess I have to go to their stupid Twitter page. Hold on. Also, the characters released with the 3.8 banner wishes are not it for me. So it's another reason I'm not going to be wishing. So up first we have Eula and Klee. And then after that, oh, Kokomi's here because Kokomi is coming in the second phase of the 3.8 wish banner. So we'll get to wish on Wanderer again, which honestly seems really soon. I feel like we just got a rerun for him, so I'm kind of surprised. It is tempting for me to wish on Wanderer again because I use him so much. But I just feel like I should probably save my Primo Gems. And I know I won't use Kokomi, so I'm not wishing for her. But in this new update, we do get a new Kaeya hangout, which again, I think will have something to do with the Khaenri'ah characters. We get a new area called Bottle Land, which is a limited edition area that pops up in Sumeru, which I thought it was Mondstadt, but apparently it's Sumeru. A little weird for me that we're not going back to the Golden Apple Archipelago, but maybe we'll find out why. If you play the summer event in Bottleland, you will get the new outfit for Kaeya as an event reward, so you don't have to pay for it, which is cool. Klee's outfit, unfortunately, is something you have to shop for. There's going to be a new TCG event with new cards and a new TCG game mode, which I will not be playing. I do not have the patience for card games. So... I'm sorry, what? Wait a minute. Everyone, hold up. One of the main things you'll be doing in Bottleland is collecting vouchers so you can redeem rewards, including a new outfit for Kaeya and a free Layla character. That is absolutely worth it. Layla gives your characters a shield as well as co-op players a shield if you get a Constellation 2 Layla. So whenever a constellation stands out to me, I try to remember it. So for example, Zhongli can heal at his C6. Absolutely worth it. Very expensive, but like very worth it. And Layla's C2, absolutely worth it. Very strong shield. I'm trying to get to the character trip, sorry. Guess not. Go back. Guess I have to go to their stinking Twitter. Womp womp. Blue Sky and Threads are where it's at now. I'm not on either of them yet. I need to. I thought that Threads came out today. So I figured I would download it today. I haven't yet, though. Yeah, Twitter is doing its best to self-implode right now, which is a real shame. But I will definitely be on Threads because I prefer to use Twitter. Yeah. So sad to see it go like this. Really, really. All right, so dude, it's only been a day and they like tweeted 5,000 things. All right, hold on one second. There we go. Okay, so what is this character's name? Freminate. Oh God, I'm so bad at French pronunciations of words, but let me try to show you what I'm doing. Did you see that? As the dove emerged from the hat, the corner of Fremiment's mouth turned up very slightly. Imagine how he'd react if we could find a way to make a whole flock of them fly out. After all, as his big brother, it's my duty to make him laugh. Lenny winked as he discussed with Lynette after rehearsal. So Lenny and Lynette are potentially brother and sister, and then their little brother is a cryo automaton. So that's what has me thinking, like, maybe they call him brother, but he's really not human. Or they could all three of them could not be human, I guess. Yearning for unseen depths, renowned diver of the court of Fontaine. So I think with this little like diving, I don't know, scuba setup thing he's got behind his back, I think that is the character we saw at the beginning that is sinking in the water. Yeah, he seems to have freckles and everything. So I think that's the same character. It's wild to me they gave this character the bell. Because let me tell you, there are exactly 0 people in all of the world that will be using the bell on him. But okay, maybe they just liked the look of the clock. Freminate, or Freminate? Freminate? I'm going to say Freminate until I am corrected. As the realm of Hydro, Fontaine's underwater vistas are positively breathtaking. But not everyone gets to enjoy this mysterious world beneath the waves. Even for those who have mastered the basics, diving can be full of peril, to say the least, which is why I think he has that little tank with him. Among the ranks of able divers, Freminent is renowned for his outstanding professionalism, exceptional ability to stay focused, as well as his abundant maritime knowledge. It's just a shame that, as a classic lone wolf, he never accepts commissions from others. As the younger brother of Fontaine's famous magical duo, Lyney and Lynette, Freminent prefers to stay out of the limelight. Other people's gazes, responses, and comments make him uncomfortable and interrupt the rhythm of his breathing. He prefers instead to slip away and bask in the weightlessness of the ocean, pouring his heart out to the maritime flower. Must be a new flower we're going to get. He looks indifferent, but in fact, it's just that his passion never comes back up for air. And this is Lyney. Sometimes it distracts with a feint, others it pretends to slip up and reveal a flaw. When things get serious, sleight of hand dazzles more than magic itself. Can you guess what it is? So he's the main magician, and I'm guessing from the background that he is going to be a pyro user. Oh yeah, you can see in between his hand. He's holding his card. You can see the little pyro vision right in between his fingers. So his deal is called Spectacle of Phantasmagoria. And I was like, what is Phantasmagoria? Wasn't that a song? And it turns out it's actually a cult classic video game. And Phantasmagoria is a word used to describe like a fever dream. Like when you get sick and you start seeing things like images in fast succession, that's called a phantasmagoria, which I think makes a lot of sense for somebody who's probably going to be showing you a lot of cards and changing things up and tricking the eye, as it were. And he's the most famous one, and he's probably going to be the 5-star, I assume. Celebrated magician of the court of Fontaine, pyro unit, Felice Fuchsius, which I believe means red cat in Latin. And then this is his sister Lynette, who is either going to be a 4-star or 5-star, and she's an animo, as you can see from her background. That's already the 5th time this month. Haven't you learned not to mess with Lynette? Words muttered by Freminent into a vacuum cleaner, overheard by Lyney as he left his room in the dead of night. Okay. Elegance in Shadows. Multi-function magic assistant. Anemo. Felis alba. And I think that means white cat in Latin. Anyway, so these characters that were dripped are not going to be coming out immediately. To the Knights of Favonius. Oh, Jean's office. Let's go. Right.
Hey, Jean! We're here!
Let me make my... 1 second. Let's do that.
Ah, Paimon and the Traveler. I've been waiting for you.
Whoa, looks like Jean wasn't the only one waiting for us. Klee and Kaeya are here too. Oh, it's Paimon and Miss Honorary Knight. It's been so long.
Ah, look who it is. You've caught me completely off guard this time. But then again, it's always a pleasant surprise when you two show up.
Guess we were so excited to see Jean again that we forgot to knock. I hope we didn't startle anyone. Wait a sec. You weren't talking about anything that we're not supposed to hear, were you? Hey, stop pretending like we're doing food deliveries.
It's been a while since we last met, but I can see you two haven't changed one bit. Don't worry, we weren't discussing anything confidential. In fact, we were just talking about you.
Maybe we should let the star of the story explain it in their own words.
Yeah! Let me tell it! Let me tell it! A few days ago, I was reading Todoko Tales in the solitary confinement room when all of a sudden, whoosh! A letter came flying in through the window. Flying through the window? How does a letter fly? Like a bird does. It was flapping its wings. It could even talk. It said, well, it was a bunch of stuff I didn't understand.
You couldn't understand? Then it must have been talking about how to avoid solitary confinement.
Kaeya?
Just saying. We don't want to let a teachable moment slip by.
Okay, I know. Anyway, the letter said, "Oh, Klee, are you behaving? I see you've wound up in the solitary confinement room again." Sorry about that. Mommy is busy these days and can't take you out to play. But there's good news. I have a friend who has very kindly invited you to visit her. Oh, so the letter's from Alice.
In principle, yes. But the issue is that Alice's friend lives quite far from here.
The letter says that Mom's friend lives in Sumeru.
The Knights of Favonius could never agree to send Klee off to Sumeru on her own. But Klee is rather intent on taking Alice's friend up on this invitation.
Yeah, I really want to go.
You see? So we were wondering, who can we send with her on the journey? Preferably someone who's a reliable hero and with a history of saving Mondstadt.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to see us.
I do apologize, but Klee gets along with you so well. We couldn't think of a more suitable choice.
You could. Okay.
Sure, we can do that, no problem, right? Can you really miss Honorary Knight? Yay! With Miss Honorary Knight around, Klee's not afraid of anything!
See? I told you that she'd agree. In that case, we'll leave Klee in the trusty hands of the Traveler.
And you too, Kaeya. You should join them. I noticed you quietly completed that backlog of paperwork we had. You deserve the chance to unwind a little.
Oh, so you noticed. Well then, I suppose I have no reason to refuse.
Great! Things will go even more smoothly with Kaeya around. Still, Sumeru is pretty far. It's gonna be a long journey. Don't worry. Mom's letter had a magic invite inside. Mom says we just have to all shout out where we want to go at the same time. And poof! We'll be there in the blink of an eye. Wow! Well, that'll definitely make things easier. It only works 3 times, though, so we should only use it when we really need to. 3's plenty. 1 for the way there, 1 for the way back, and 1 extra, just for good measure.
Sounds very mysterious. I still think we should use it sparingly. After all, we don't know the exact location of where we'll be headed, or what dangers we may encounter on the way. Here's what I suggest. Traveler, you're well connected. I'm sure you must have friends who are familiar with Sumeru. I say we start by teleporting to one of them. It'll give us a chance to test out the magic invite, and also find ourselves a local guide.
That kinda makes sense. And since it has 3 uses, there's no point letting one of them go to waste.
Couldn't have put it better myself, Paimon. So, do you have a particular contact in mind?
Well, we need someone who's familiar with Sumeru and can be our guide, so sounds like we need a forest ranger. And everyone knows that the best place to go looking for a forest ranger is a little place called... That's the one! Maybe we can get Tainari to help us.
All right. Gandharvaville it is.
Okay! I'm happy wherever we go, especially with Kaeya and Miss Honorary Knight.
We should be on our way then. If you'll excuse us, Acting Grandmaster.
Yes, let the wind lead. I wish you a safe journey. And Klee...
I know. I'll be careful, I promise. Great! Okay, here goes nothing. Take us to...
Gandharvaville.
Silence? Really? Do they never let travelers speak?
Grand Arbor Hill! Huh? No, it's not a hill! Wait!
Uh-oh. Guess we're about to find out what happens when we do it incorrectly. Hi, buddy. It's so cute. He's sitting on my leg.
We made it. Paimon was sure we were about to end up someplace super weird. Sorry, it was an accident. It's okay, Klee. Good news is this magic invite really does work.
Fascinating. One moment we're in Mondstadt, the next we're in Sumeru.
Are you telling me he really doesn't know how to teleport?
Friend lives? Wow, there are so many big flowers. Oh, and jumpy mushrooms. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Sumeru's full of strange stuff like this. Like,
Oh yeah, she's definitely gonna be able to see the fairies. For sure.
Huh? Paimon doesn't remember seeing one of those. Wait. Are you talking about Paimon?
Listen carefully, Klee. Those jumping mushrooms are called fungi. They may look cute, but if you get too close to one, it'll try to hit you with its cap.
Really? Okay, well, I'll hit it back with my cap. And then I'll hit it with the hood on my jacket, too. I'll definitely win if it's 2 hats against 1.
What?
As long as playing with hats doesn't escalate to playing with bombs. But Klee's our friend, so we should be able to convince her to keep this trip explosion-free. Right? Uh-huh. I'll be extra careful not to blow anything up. I mean, I'll try my best. That's very good of you, Klee. You're being very grown up today. Yep, I'm super grown up. I'm already the Spark Knight. Okay, Spark Knight. Well, keep up the good work, because very soon we'll be introducing you to a friend of ours called Tighnari in Gandharvaville. Hey, look! It's Collei! Huh? And is that Eula with her? What's she doing in Gandharvaville?
Seriously, what is she doing here? Any story using Collei, my girl, I'm a fan of it. I'm here for it.
I've definitely heard the other forest rangers mention somebody dressed like that before.
I see. Then it looks like my suspicions are correct. Who do we have here?
Traveler and Paimon! Huh? Oh, Kaeya and Klee are here too! Hi, Collei! It's been ages! Collei! Eula! What are you two doing here? Well, that question's really more for Eula.
What a coincidence. I didn't expect to run into a fellow Favonian captain this far from Mondstadt. How's the vacation going?
Seriously? Bring the whole crew, why don't you?
Is it just Paimon, or does Eula not look particularly thrilled right now? Oh, cool! Great idea! Let's go!
If you're trying to accommodate me, there must be some misunderstanding. I'm fine. There's nothing embarrassing about running into colleagues in the wild.
But earlier you were...
Great. Well, I'm sure there's a fascinating reason behind why you're all the way out here in Sumeru. Do share it with us.
Nosy.
If you must know, it's a little complicated. But simply put, I'm searching for a cousin of mine from the Lawrence clan. He went missing recently, and after searching his home, we found evidence that led us here. He appears to believe that somewhere in Sumeru lies the key to restoring our clan to its former glory.
He came all the way to Sumeru for that? What was he going to do, enroll at the academia?
I doubt he came here to learn. He's much too old to start getting a basic education now. And from what I know of him, I doubt he has any interest in intellectual pursuits.
Shoo!
All he cares about is restoring his clan's honor. Nothing wrong with that idea in principle, but I'm not certain how fanatical he is about it. So, there's no knowing what lengths he might go to. As a knight and a member of the Lawrence clan, it's my duty to make sure he doesn't bring harm to others.
Oh-ho. If this is true, then your cousin is quite a man of action. Traveling alone to Sumeru from Mondstadt is no mean feat.
Nor is daring to make me personally concerned about his safety. He has no idea what's coming to him.
You know, underneath it all, Paimon thinks Eula's a really caring person. Yeah, she's the best! She brought me some moon pie last time.
He is family, after all. Anyway, I will make sure to find him and escort him safely back to Mondstadt.
I think Eula's outfit is top tier. Her cape, her little tie, her thigh-high boots, everything. Just so well done. I'll say you're really going the extra mile for him. I think she just doesn't know how to relax on vacation, but sure.
Now, back to you. How and why did you all suddenly show up here?
I'm afraid that could be tricky. Master Tighnari is still at Partis the Eye delivering his lectures. He isn't due back for a while. But I think I'll be able to help out. The description in the invitation letter is vague, but I'm pretty sure it's hinting at somewhere in the desert.
The desert?
Does that mean Mom's friend is from the desert? I guess I'll call her Aunty Desert for now. I remember Mahamatra Sino once told me a strange rumor about that part of the desert. They say there's a secret domain there that can make all of your wishes come true. Wait. He said I should just call him Sino. I keep forgetting that.
Huh. A domain that makes people's wishes come true.
Wow. So is it true? Does it really exist? I probably would have believed it a few years ago. But now that I'm a little older and wiser, I think it makes sense to be more skeptical about things like this.
This explains a lot. The domain could well be a myth, but he probably figured he had nothing to lose. If you intend to search for this place, then please allow me to join you. My cousin has quite a collection of books about Sumeru desert mythology on his shelves. I highly suspect that he, too, is looking for that domain.
Can I come too? I think you might need me there. You'll definitely need a local guide while you're in Sumeru. And I think I have what it takes to be that person.
Oh!
Plus, it's a forest ranger's duty to bravely lend a helping hand to others in need.
I love her.
I have every confidence in your abilities, Collei. Our party grows bigger and stronger still. What say you to this, Captain Klee?
I think it's super cool! I read in a storybook that on your own you can only have a drop of happiness, but in a group you have a whole ocean. I'm sure Mom's friend will be super happy if I show up to visit and bring a whole bunch of friends with me. That's the spirit. In that case, let's get the magic invite to take us there.
Oh, that's why they were saying, Rainbowscape said, I can't see Eula without thinking end user license agreement. I didn't realize that was the abbreviation. That's amazing.
Wow, what an incredible sight.
Yes. The scenery is quite magnificent.
Are you okay, Eula? You don't look so good.
I'm fine. Just taking a moment to acclimatize. The air here is much drier than in Mondstadt. This area doesn't look very habitable, and I don't see a domain entrance nearby either.
Oh no. I didn't pronounce the destination wrong. Did I? I mean, I don't think I did. Nope, you got it right. It definitely wasn't your fault. I said Gandharvaville wrong earlier, but we still ended up in the right place.
Klee's right. We're in the right place. There's no doubt about that.
Phew. Maybe the entrance is hidden under a sand dune.
Who knows? We'll just have to start by looking around.
It's a little bit weird they'd send a child to a location that deserted.
Tired and so thirsty.
We should have found something by now. Unless there's a problem with the magic invite.
Huh? How could that happen? Uh-oh. Did I break it by accident? But I didn't do anything. Todoko will back me up. I'm innocent. It's definitely not your fault, Klee. See? Not even a wrinkle on it.
If the domain is somewhere nearby,
Does Miss Honorary Knight have an idea?
instead of us trying to find the domain,
Ah, Paimon knows where you're going with this.
we can get the domain to find us.
Interesting approach. Assuming we're right about this magic invite. That is to say, if it was sent from within the domain, the invite likely has some sort of connection to it.
Oh, I get it now. Plus, I know a super special trick we can use.
What kind of trick? Can you teach it to us too?
Of course. Mom said that if I ever need help, I just need to shout this out loud. Magic invite, Klee needs your aid. Do something now, so Klee's not afraid. Look, something flew over.
Uh-oh. A magic water bottle.
It looks like a bottle.
Remarkably effective. That's one trick I'll be keeping up my sleeve in the future. You should make a note of it too, Eula.
It's because he
Absolutely
likes
not.
drinking
It's
alcohol.
not my style.
I suppose bottles are pretty common in Sumeru mythology. So, is this supposed to be the entrance to the domain? A domain? In a bottle? Huh. Well, if there's one thing we learned in Liyue, it's never judge a domain by its cover. Guess there's one way to find out if this really is the way in. Come on, reach out with your hand.
Yeah, Kaeya was definitely referring to drinking alcohol, just so we're clear. He's like, I can make a magic bottle appear? Gotta remember that for later.
There's a path. I'm gonna take a look.
Hey, don't run off and leave us all behind.
What? Where are we? Oh, okay, we get our own map. Ooh, this is a big map. This looks like the old Candyland board game. Do you guys remember that? All right, cute. Okay. Hi, Twitchy. Hi, Twitchy. It's bigger on the inside. Oh, they look like little candies, little lollipop guys. Oh, wait a minute. The yellow ones look like radioactive hazard signs. Do you see that? The small yellow ones? Mm-hmm. Interesting. Yeah. It does look like Candyland! Oh, I'm excited.
Look! There's a huge garden here.
Incredible. It looked so small from the outside.
Maybe we're just really
Everyone,
small.
I suggest that we stop here for a moment. We should take stock of our surroundings before deciding on our next course of action.
Since we're in a bottle, has anyone heard the story of the magic bottle?
Oh, You mean the one about King Desert and the genie in a bottle? I've read it before, but I struggled with some of the vocabulary. What's the story about, Kaeya? Mom told me a story once about a group of adventurers who went to Bottle Land. But I don't think there was a magic bottle in that one.
Don't worry, Klee. I can tell you all about the story of the magic bottle. But if you keep running off on your own, you'll miss all the good parts.
Oh. Okay, I got it. I'll stay with the group from now on.
You sense it too, don't you, Collei? Something's not quite right.
Yeah, the scenery here is beautiful, but it's too quiet. And there's no sign of Klee's Aunty Desert here anywhere.
Aunty Desert?
Maybe Aunty Desert lives way further down inside. This place is super big, just like Fischl's Immer Nachtreich. We still have a long way to go. Guess we won't know until we get there. Let's keep going. Hopefully we'll meet her soon.
Dun 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 dun. Yes, they're babysitting Klee. As every single summer event in Genshin Impact has ever started, it starts with needing to babysit Klee. Except for this time we're not going to an island, which is kind of a bummer. But this place is cool. I like the idea of the Candyland theme. Oh, look, we have little boxes. These are cute. Cute little box guys. Kind of a candy cane. More candy details. Candy prisms up there? I don't know. Kind of looks like a set, which is honestly very similar to how Klee's adventures have looked in the past, where like it looks like her mom set things up, decorations on paper cardboard and stuff like that. These big old flowers. So my theory is that we traveled into the bottle and we're just Polly Pocket sized right now. We're just microscopic little beings running around. I got a joy voucher. What do we got here?
Wow, it's a big ball of water. I wonder what it feels like. Can I touch it? It's so big that we could probably pass straight through it.
Genshin, you need to calm down.
That's so scary. Stop giving Paimon the heebie-jeebies.
Let's not touch it for now. We still don't know enough about our environment.
But we can't just do nothing at all, because then nothing at all will happen.
I gotta agree with you there,
I have a
Paimon.
feeling that this could be the core that sustains this entire bottle domain. In which case, the moment we touch it, this place will instantly revert to its original size, with all of us still inside.
Oh.
Yikes. Okay. Paimon won't touch it. Jeez.
Okay, so we're not Polly Pocket size yet.
Are we really gonna get squished inside a bottle?
Of course not, Klee. I'm sure the real core of this domain is hidden away in a very safe place. Somewhere like... over there, for example.
I was so nervous that I didn't notice that big wheel at all.
Wait, who goes there?
Is this the friend?
It's the waterfall monster! It doesn't seem hostile. In fact, don't you think it looks happy to see us? Really? You sure it's not gonna gobble up Paimon whole? I don't think it's hungry. Are you, water droplet?
Oh dear. I don't know about anyone else, but I'm not understanding a word of this.
Wait! Don't go! Wait for us!
And it begins.
Why'd it stop? Maybe it can understand us after all. Oh, I get it now. It's leading the way for us, just like the cats in Mondstadt. Like the cats? How so?
What?
When you're walking around in Mondstadt City, sometimes a cat will show up on the side of the road. It'll walk ahead of you for a while, and if you're curious enough to follow it, you'll soon find yourself in front of a fine establishment called...
The Cat's Tail? I guess that's true. Whenever we do have to rescue cats in, like, commission requests, they do always end up at the Cat's Tail. I never noticed that before. That's cute. Aw, Genshin, you're cute.
Exactly. So let's see where this water droplet takes us. It could be interesting.
What happens if I touch it? Okay, alright. Alright. Obviously not. Would never do that. Oh yeah, years of training to tour the light show has trained me for this moment.
It went this way, right? Oh, hope we haven't lost
Oh! Oh!
Water droplet go into that cave?
Cute. Water droplet lassie.
Huh? Another strange contraption. And there's a weird-looking wall over there.
There's
This
nothing
kinda looks
weird
like
about
the
that wall.
of water we saw earlier.
Okay.
Did the water droplet bring us here because it wants our help with something? What? Your friend is trapped in the wall.
How does she? How?
Don't be sad, water droplet. We're here now. We'll save your friend. You bet. But how are we gonna save them? Do we have to break down this wall somehow?
Is nobody concerned about how she can talk to the water droplet, but we can't?
Nope, we can't do that. No breaking the wall.
Do we need to find a key of some sort then?
Oh no! Where'd it go?
Look, the device has lit up. And it's projecting images onto the wall.
Two-dimensional space with objects of the same composition as the device nested inside.
Yep, what Kaeya said, and that's where its friend is.
But how exactly do we enter the image on the wall?
Maybe we just copy what the water droplet did? But what does that mean?
Hold on, I think Klee's onto something. Since the water droplet appears to be the key that activated the mechanism, we may be able to follow it inside simply by touching the device. The principle is no different than how we entered this bottle domain.
Fair enough. Okay, deep breath, then head in.
Hi, Boba. You're being such a lovey boy today. He's so nice. Okay. Let's try back into the story now. Love you. Okay, this is a weird wall. Like a little projection thing. Can we interact with it? No. Can we... Okay. Get close to and activate the streaming projector. Okay, I see what you're doing here. Streaming, water, Fontaine, projector, gadgets. Okay, I'm here to enter the preprint on the wall. Oh, preprint. Within the preprints, you can interact with objects or operate key mechanisms. Solve the key puzzles and reach your destination. Okay. Changing some objects outside the preprints can affect the environments. You can leave the preprint at any time during exploration. The changes you cause in the environment will not be affected. Okay. Let's try it. Oh, it's an old school side scroller.
Whoa! You really entered the wall!
Cute.
Huh? There's a box blocking your way. Wait, is it a reflection of this box in front of the wall? Come back out for a second.
Oh, shoot! Okay.
Aha! The box on the wall moved too!
Interesting. What?
Wow, another water droplet just came out from the wall!
Nice. Nice. Wasn't sure if I could make that was a real video game jump right there, because that felt like it was too steep.
Pancake in there, but as soon as it came out, it turned all plump and round. Guess it makes sense that the water droplet's friend is also a water droplet. Aww, and they both do the same thing to show they're happy. Water droplet number 2 ran off. It's saying thank you, Miss Honorary Knight. That was a huge help.
Traveler, how do you feel after entering that two-dimensional space?
We're just...
Any physical side effects?
We're just not going to talk about how Klee can talk to it and we can't? We're just not... No one's going to talk about it? No one's going to talk about Klee the translator for the water droplet. No one? No one. Ah, the pain! I've been squished flat like a traveler pizza!
Quit while you're behind. You're clearly fine.
I just wanted to be the ridiculous one for once.
I'm just glad that you're okay.
Good thing Eula's here to look out for everyone. Can't say the same for you though, Kaeya. You were pretty quick to send the traveler inside.
Hey now, I only suggested that because I was confident that the traveler would be fine.
Water droplet, is there anyone else here besides you and your friend? Yep, you know, anyone who looks like me or my friends. Oh, it ran off again. Hopefully this is a good sign.
I think that's a yes.
Amazing. Come on, let's follow it.
On to the next one.
No, my sword!
It's weird, this area looks like Gandharvaville in the game, but it's not. I guess this is where they want us to go.
This is long overdue.
Dude, over 50 characters now, I think.
Next on the agenda.
With, who just came out? With Kirara? I think Kirara makes 48 characters.
Beautiful treasures are a cause for great happiness.
Where are we going? Where are we going? I thought I was following you. Are you a different water droplet? What's happening? Bruh. Are you broken? Okay. This is following. Oh, there's a thing. And a lotus. Hold up. Need that. For Miss Nahida. You hear the French music? Woohoo! Okay. Cute. Okay, we're gonna get a little boat down here. Let's see if this has anything to do with anything. There's a bucket over there. I don't think I've ever seen a bucket in this game. See a little bucket? Okay. Where is it? What? Where is it? Okay. Oh my god. Yikes. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. Oh my god, I'm bad at this. There we go. Got dizzy doing that. Okay. We made it. Just barely. We made it. Alright. Woo! Jeez!
There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward every now and then.
Okay, so... why not? Let's go up there. Oh my gosh, look at all these lotuses. This is great. I appreciate this. These resources are hard to find in the game. Come on. Don't die. Don't die. Haha. Okay. Okay. Where are we supposed to go next? I know this map is about to get huge, so like I kind of want to like make sure I don't have to come back here, you know, but it's cute.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
I want to see this bucket. Something's off. Oh, hi. Thanks? I think?
It looks like there might be a town up ahead. Huh. Maybe more people live in this domain than we thought. And maybe that's where Aunty Desert lives.
This little water droplet there looks like he's conducting. You're heading to sleep? Okay, good night, Rainbowscape. Should I do something with this? Klee, can you talk to this guy or what? So weird. Is that a forest tree frog? Okay. How do I get this water droplet to open, do you think? Let's go see.
We're way behind.
How do I get the water droplet to open? I don't know, but I'm gonna go explode this thing. That didn't do anything. That's weird. Okay. Oh, maybe he's gonna open the guy for me. Thanks for the fish. Are you gonna help me water? You gonna help me open the water barrier? Oh, okay. Thanks, buddy.
Perhaps whoever left these behind was also fulfilling a contract.
Hydro duck. You better not. Oh, it's gonna reset because it's too far away, huh? These ducks are cute, but they're deadly! They're deadly! Okay. Let's try this. Oh, shoot! Thanks for the apples, kind guest. My people have a traditional saying, apples hold the purest water in the land. So your gift grants me endless power. Thanks to you, I might be able to metamorphosize into something greater. I guess we're going to try to bring you apples, huh? Leave an apple? Okay. Cute. Oh, you know, the other summer event was called the Golden Apple Archipelago. So we're seeing themes of apples, even though we're in Bottle Land. Okay. Are these the inhabitants of the town? The Golden Apple, right? Looks like Alhaitham's home.
Itea, the situation is now critical.
What?
Our window of opportunity to fix this is rapidly closing. I'm sure you've noticed just how much things have deteriorated in recent days.
But even so...
This is your home. Are you really going to let everything fall to pieces?
Well, I live here, but it doesn't actually belong to me.
Huh? Paimon knows that voice.
Why does she look like a playable character?
Anyone else who comes into this domain in the future will take one look at the ruins before them and conclude that this place was abandoned years ago. But just imagine how different things could be if you maintain this domain in perfect condition. Whoever sets foot inside would witness a magical wonderland. How miraculous it would feel to them to find such unimaginable beauty in the middle of a lifeless desert.
Oh, you're right, General. Truly, but...
Act now while you still can. You have to stand up to this and break free from your despair. The most important thing is to have no regrets in the end.
Well, no one chooses to have regrets, do they? But I take your point. I'll try my best to stop running away. But the question remains of where to begin.
Paimon's figured out who it is! Is it Miss Honorary Knight's friend from a faraway land?
She's a divine priestess.
A divine priestess? What's that? Is it a kind of mage?
I mean, I never thought of her as a mage, but I guess so.
What are you doing here?
Huh? We have new visitors? Greetings, everyone. This is the Valurium Mirage, and I'm the caretaker, Adia. I'm so sorry that you have to see this domain in its current state of disarray. We are actively working on repairs, and everything will be back to normal shortly. I hope.
Greetings, everyone. I guess I should introduce myself too.
It's all right. Just leave the introductions to me.
I kinda wanted to say hello in my own way. But no harm done. I guess I'll let her do the honors.
This lady is a visitor to the domain, just like yourselves. She is a formidable military general. Have any of you heard of Inasuma's Onmyo Chamber?
What chamber?
Onmyo Chamber. It's an elite training academy for gifted students of Onmyodo. Practitioners are divided into 4 classes, A through D, and assigned the power of Shikigami based on their mastery of the art.
Wait.
This lady famously led the Class D underdogs to victory against the Class A favorites in the final mock campaign before graduation. An astonishing feat that few in the history of the Academy have ever achieved. Hence, formidable general is no exaggeration. Isn't that right, General? What's wrong?
Huh? Wait, so the favorites were beaten by the classy underdogs?
Those sound like tropes from some Inazuman light novels.
That doesn't sound like the divine priestess Miss Honorary Knight was talking about. Uh-oh. Did she just get caught lying in front of someone she was trying to impress? Or maybe she uses a different identity in her private life, and this is the first time her friends are learning about it. Seems kind of embarrassing, but also kind of cool. I guess having someone else to introduce you is a good way to make an impression. Maybe I'd fit in better with everyone if I had a title too.
You do have a title.
Some people call me a general, but it's just their way of showing respect.
Oh.
My actual name is Sangonomiya Kokomi.
Huh? Oh no. Sorry, my mistake, General. I mean, Miss Sangonomiya.
Call me whatever you like, Itia. The only important thing about names is knowing who's who. Oh, I get it now. It's like that story that Mom told me that time. Klee can explain. So basically, in the story, a big group of people go on an adventure to Bottleland. One of them's called the King, and some of them are called Knights. So, Miss Sangonomiya must be the super smart one who solves all the problems in the story. What's that one called again?
Perhaps a sage?
Indeed. Wisdom is an important attribute found in military generals.
Okay, well, I'll just call you that. Miss General it is. Fine by me. Sounds really cute, coming from you. At least, cuter than my pen name, that's for sure. Well then, how should I address the rest of you?
Old friend for me, I hope.
How could I ever forget you? But what about these esteemed ladies and gentlemen accompanying you? I'd be delighted if you could introduce me to them too. Wait! Klee wants a title too! Okay, got it! Klee wants to be a mage! The kind that flies around everywhere! Da-da-da! Whoosh! Kaeya can be the master thief. Miss Honorary Knight can be... the knight! And Paimon will be the fairy who follows the knight everywhere.
Master Thief, huh? I did like playing pirates as a child, so I suppose this is an apt role for me. And I must admit, the master part is a nice touch.
Hold on a second. Are you saying the position of knight is now filled?
Uh-oh.
Eula can be the sword master who can cut through anything and also gets to wear a super sparkly cape.
That's more like it.
And Collei can be... the healer.
Cute. If you want to be the knight, we can swap.
No, I don't mind. Healer is a great role. I just don't know if I'm qualified to be one. Whenever I'm thinking of titles for myself, I usually imagine myself as an adventurer or musician.
Musician?
Never thought I could be a healer. I mean, it feels like it should be Master Tighnari's role, if anyone's. Don't worry, Collei. You'll be the bestest healer ever. You don't talk much, but you're very kind, just like the healers in Mom's stories.
You'll do fine. I heard you're good with bandages. You can patch up a wound, can't you?
I can pitch a tent.
Komi is right there.
But I'll do my best. It's my first day filling in for Master Tighnari, but hopefully it's the first of many.
This is a great idea. Once a new visitor arrives, they can assume a new identity, then add in some role-playing.
Cute. This NPC is tripping me out. She's so pretty.
There are lots of characters in Mom's stories, but you don't remind me of any of them.
That's perfectly okay. I already have a role here anyway, remember? I'm the caretaker.
I got it! This wasn't in any of the stories, but you can be the mascot.
Mascot?
Klee, maybe you could think up an even better role for Miss Edea.
A mascot, you say? Isn't that a character that doesn't have to actually do anything and sits around letting everyone else do all the important work? Incredible. You've seen right through me.
Sounds like the idea of being lazy is pretty exciting to her. The mascot serves to maintain troop morale, Edea. Don't underestimate your role.
Ah, alright. I'll be the mascot then. That's right. Thank you for bringing these new friends here safely. You can go off and play now.
Thanks, Water Droplet. See ya!
Water Droplet? Is that your pet name for it? I suppose it's as accurate a nickname as any.
We keep getting sidetracked, but I believe you were saying something about being in a difficult predicament. Is something wrong with the Valyria Mirage?
Oh, yes, about that. I'm afraid the entire domain has recently sustained some significant damage. It was as if the whole world was suddenly flipped upside down. A few components went missing from the core, which sustains the domain, and the impact cascaded out from there. Needless to say, many things in the Valyria Mirage have now stopped working. Just days after I agreed to let my friend's daughter come and visit too. When she gets here and sees the state this place is in...
Oh, so you're Mom's friend? Hi, Aunty Desert. I'm Klee. Here, I brought the magic invite, see?
Huh? Wait, so you're...
Look how dilated her pupils are. She must be very surprised.
Yeah, and not in a good way. Mom's the one who sent me here. She's the strongest mage ever. She said that her friend lives in the desert. You live in the desert, so that must be you. Right, Aunty Desert?
She's so cute.
I see. So being a mage runs in the family.
Go get it together!
You're Alice's daughter? Oh, I just want the ground to swallow me up right now. Wait, that's it. I'll hide myself away in the core of the domain. Hide there until this all blows over. See you all in 100 years.
Edea's really going through it. She's like a shriveled little forest fungus, hanging its head in shame.
Collei? That's a harsh analogy. Where'd all that come from?
Did Eula just tell someone else they're being harsh?
You and all my friends will help too. Just take a deep breath, and then another deep breath, and all your worries
Many hands make light work, indeed.
Yeah, don't you worry. Lady Fix-a-Lot over here has a good track record with this kind of thing.
Well, I'm useless, but it looks like that won't matter with all you capable people around. Fantastic.
Don't put yourself down, Adia. You're great too.
Thanks for your encouragement. Anyway, for the time being, please talk amongst yourselves. That'll give me some time to think things through and maybe make a start on, delegating.
I will never understand why insecurity needs to be a personality trait. Like, there are so many other personalities you could choose from.
Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do.
Ridiculous. Still confused as to why Kokomi's here.
Hi, Miss General. Miss Honorary Knight says that you're from Watatsumi Island. What's it like there? There must be loads of fish, right? Wait! You look kinda like a mermaid. Are there fish in your family? Oh, sorry to disappoint you, Miss Mage, but I'm just an ordinary human. I have lots of great stories about Watatsumi Island, though. Come on, let's enjoy the scenery while I tell you all about it.
Cute. She does look like a mermaid, though. Why are these two alone together? Kaeya, what are you doing?
Feeling nervous, Collei? Well, it's your first time as a guide, after all.
Hmm? Oh, no, not at all. I'm just, still settling into the role. So I was thinking about how to talk more like Master Tighnari.
Well, the easiest way to imitate someone is to start with their most common turns of phrase.
Oh, okay. In that case, put that mushroom down. Now, it's highly poisonous.
There you go. With just a few simple words, you've captured your master's personality perfectly.
Anyway, what about your role? Don't you mind being the master thief? It doesn't sound like you're one of the good guys.
Maybe not. Until you factor in that I only steal from the enemy. I think that's enough to make me one of the good guys. Don't you?
Oh! Fair point, fair point.
I definitely think this is one of the few times I've ever seen a NPC have colored hair, though.
Who else has visited the Valoria Mirage recently? There was someone from the academia who came not long ago. A Kasharawar scholar. Blonde hair. Architect, I think. He was a huge help, and redesigned many of the buildings here. Although he was always grumbling to himself, he was extremely diligent in his work. What a kind person. I could tell that was a sensitive soul. A lot like me. Sorry. Please pretend you didn't hear that. I'm, of course, a very strong and resilient person. After him, an aristocrat from Mondstadt showed up. Then, unfortunately, everything here suddenly started changing before I had the chance to be a good host and show them around.
Do you know where the Mondstadt aristocrat is now?
If I remember correctly, he headed north after the incident.
Oh my god, it's your cousin!
It's a pity we're having all these issues. Oh, if we could get everything working normally again, I could probably locate him in an instant. Still, not to worry. There's nothing dangerous here.
Famous last words.
You got an update for us? We've all caught up with each other.
Very well. Then please allow me, Adia, your mascot, to explain exactly what's happened here. Basically, this entire domain is powered by a device called the Central Hub, which you all saw earlier. But following a major incident, several key components from the central hub came loose and went flying. 4 components, I believe, which has caused the central hub to stop turning.
Oh, so that thing's supposed to spin?
Yes, it definitely shouldn't be frozen still like it is now. At least, that's not how it was when I first got here. Oh, I've done such a terrible job of taking care of it, it's so embarrassing.
Hey, everything's gonna be okay. So, we need to fix the big wheel up there. And to do that, we need to find the missing parts.
Right. I do know where one of the parts is. It landed not too far away. But the rest all landed in different areas. I'm afraid you'll have to go and look for those. Now, as the caretaker and your mascot, I shall announce your respective adventure duties.
You can just be yourself if you want. No need to force the whole role-playing thing.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I was thinking that maybe Swordmaster Eula and Healer Collei could investigate the northern zone, if that's okay.
Fine by me. I was going to be looking for my cousin there anyway.
I'll be your backup, Eula. I know you usually team up with Amber, so I'll try my best to fill her shoes.
Cute!
Oh? Well, this'll be fun. Let's see if a forest ranger can outperform an outrider.
Master Thief Kaeya and Mage Klee, if you could earmark some time in your busy schedules to search the West Zone.
Earmark? What does that mean?
It just means we mustn't forget to do it. Don't worry. We can handle that.
Finally, we have our General, Miss Sangonomiya, and our Knight, the Traveler. If there's no objections, please come with me to retrieve the first component.
You have my sword!
Wow, spoken like a true knight.
Then, for my part, my strategic mind is at your service.
All right, well, if anyone finds anything, come back here and we'll regroup. Please take care while you're out on the road and look after each other, especially our little mage here.
You got it. I'll take extra special care of Kaeya.
I'll be on my best behavior.
Cute.
Okay, we'll leave it there for now. You two, please follow me. I remember seeing it just behind the central hub.
So, how come you didn't bring it back when you first saw it?
I'd have been more than happy to, if this one component was enough to fix the whole domain. But with 3 other components to find, oh, I suddenly felt overwhelmed by how much work needed doing.
Paimon kinda gets that. Taking the first step is always the hardest part.
I'll take a waypoint. Seems like there's a marker here. Is that the time test? What? Something's off indeed. Apples instead of berries. And a berry in a tree? Silliness. Yeah, I'll collect these apples in case we need them later.
Next on the agenda.
Lots of mini games as expected. What just happened? Ah! Where are they? I'm guessing they're up here.
Schedule.
Hello? Okay. There we go.
Next on the agenda.
That was not clear where to go. Oh, okay. Maybe it's like interrupting another quest or something.
Perhaps whoever left these behind was also fulfilling a contract.
This map is interesting. Let's open up this little chest here. Boop.
No touching.
Shine down.
Access denied.
Easy peasy.
There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward every now and then.
Okay. Let's check this out. This is the component. Let's activate this first.
Hey, so Paimon's been meaning to ask, what brought you here, Kokomi? Oh, well, things have quieted down in Watatsumi Island for now. So I thought I'd take the chance to get out and see more of the world. You've traveled a pretty long way. Why Sumeru? I figured that I needed to venture farther than usual to really broaden my horizons. Well, that's one reason anyway. I can explain in more detail another time.
I think we're getting a preview of the Fontaine soundtrack.
No, my sword.
Nice.
I hope we find long-lost ancient literature.
Oh, we're close to another waypoint. What's this thing? Oh, it's the center device guy. Yeah, these bridges sure are broken, huh? Should I? Oh, now I gotta go over there. Okay. I'm not sure these water droplets make any sense to me yet. Let's get these guys.
No touching. We're way behind schedule.
I really don't want them to fall off the cliff, so I gotta use an arrow on them. And no charge shots either, because if I hit a charge shot, I'll shoot them off and then they'll respawn again. There we go.
Perhaps whoever left these behind was also fulfilling a contract.
Okay, let's go see what's over here. Waypoint. Okay, at least we don't have to climb up this thing again, which is good.
We're way behind schedule.
What the? This is a weird road. I don't think we're supposed to be up here yet. Let's see.
There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward every now and then.
I'm like, I can just open it? Okay. What's this say? Equipment not currently open to the public. Okay. This is weird. This is weird. It's not letting me land. Alright, I'm just gonna get off this thing. Kind of feels like being in the Serenity pot a little bit. Where like things look normal, but also like sample sized, you know? Alright, I think we found it.
Okay, this is the spot. Now, I'm sure you're both wondering, but where's the component? There's nothing here. Oh, where could it be?
Oh, it's that lamp thingy, right? Water Droplet showed us how that works already.
Yes, that's the one. There goes my big introduction. Showing people the ropes is supposed to be my job. Oh, I can't believe I'm being shown up by a Hydro Eidolon.
Cheer up, Edea. The Hydro Eidolon can give a basic demonstration of how to use things, but beyond that, it can't communicate. That's where you come in. Your descriptions can explain everything in full, vivid detail. Paimon forgot how persuasive Kokomi can be when she really wants to. Sometimes having a genius strategist around really comes in handy.
Oh, well, if you put it that way. Well then, just pretend like you've never seen it before, and I'll tell you all about it. This is called the streaming projector. Everything here in the Valurium Mirage was made using this device. All you need to do is place an item in the projector, and you can construct a corresponding item based on the shape of the original and your imagination. At least, I think that's what it used to do. With the domain in its current state, only its most basic functions are still operable.
Like shining light?
Okay, not quite that basic. At the moment, it's only able to show two-dimensional objects. I call them preprints. Think of it like a sort of draft or blueprint or something.
Okay.
So you're saying the component fell into the preprints?
Oh.
Yes, exactly. I'll leave you to go in and physically retrieve it. Well, I'll be out here rooting for you by doing a motivational dance.
Really?
No, sorry. I feel like I have two left feet when I try to dance. I guess I'll just find a place nearby to sit and wait patiently for you.
Hey, come on! Cheer up! We'll handle everything from here!
Maybe I should have moved the box first. Yeah, should have moved the box first. Oh, is it backwards? Okay. I think maybe that's right. Let's try that.
Doesn't look like the component is in here.
Nice. Oh, good. Carrots.
Yes, that's the one. Now you just need to bring it back out.
Nice. Got the old gear.
What is this thing anyway? Some kind. And why is it so small? It doesn't look like it belongs in that huge wheel.
It's hard to explain, but I assure you that it's definitely one of the components. So that leaves 3 more components missing.
Every journey begins with a first step. I think we're off to a good start, and things should keep going smoothly from here.
You really think so?
Adia, you're gonna have to learn to love yourself, okay? You're gonna have to stop apologizing for existing going forward, because I don't know how much more of this I can stand. I really don't.
I suppose you're right. She did manage to defeat Class A at the Onmyo Chamber, after all.
You don't need to keep bringing that up.
Anyway, thank you for all your help. I'll take this and start trying to repair the central hub. You two may as well head back to town. Oh, why am I so clumsy? Once again, I was no help at all. The least I can do is try and handle the actual repairs.
Girl, stop! Somebody stop her before she hurts herself. Alright, so what is this little white radish thing down here? Let's see if I can go visit that first. Ooh, that looks like a monorail or something down there. A little path. Let's find out if it's here. So many things. Oh, hello. Nope. What's the white thing? This thing here. Oh, it's up somewhere. Well, guess we're not meant to interact with it yet. Let's go fight this little guy. This little bad guy right here.
Blaze over.
This is order. Stabilize.
Rain outlines your fate.
Now you shall perish. Ha! 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 Ha!
Bless. Okay. So okay, I need to stick to the story. I'm just trying to unlock all these dudes. Also, apparently I left a chest down there. Where am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go? Hello? Am I supposed to fight them? Is this part of the dendro particle situation.
Access denied. All hail. No touching.
Gosh, thank goodness I have an archer with me. Oh my god, it was part of it. Okay. Alrighty then. Oh shoot! This is a roller coaster!
We're way behind schedule.
Kind of leaping before I know where I'm going here. Oh, there we go. Final battle.
Access denied.
Order guide you.
I'll take it.
Beautiful treasures are a cause for great happiness.
Okay. Back to the story. I still think there might be an open chest around here that I left down there, but I'll... Yeah! There we go. Nice.
Perhaps whoever left these behind was also fulfilling a contract.
Okay, so check this out. Bullet's currently under maintenance. But look at it, it looks so cool though. Yeah, we're gonna go on a ride. It's like Disneyland up in here. Okay, I'm excited to try that. Return to the Silver Bottle Courtyard. Is that the name we're going with? Okay. Let's see if I can teleport there a little bit faster. Glazed Domain! Adorable.
It's so nice to de-stress.
What's wrong, Kokomi? I'm just a little confused. You mentioned that the water droplet showed you how to use the projector? Can you tell me a little bit more about that? I'm so curious to know what happened. Oh, sure! I see. Hey, look! The wheel is spinning now! Oh. And now it's stopped again! It also wasn't spinning at the right speed. Before the incident, it spun much faster than that. Oh, so you saw it back when it was still working? Yes. I arrived here a little earlier than the rest of you. But the incident took place not long after I entered. Like Idia said, felt like the world was flipped upside down. I don't know how else to describe it. And I certainly don't want to experience it again.
No, it's no use. Seems it won't run until all the missing components are returned. For a moment there, when it started turning, I got excited. I thought that maybe the hub can work just fine without the other three.
Wishful thinking is only going to lead to disappointment, Edea. Let's stick to the plan. We'll get there.
Hey! Miss Honorary Knight and Miss General are here. Oh, and our mascot. You beat us! I was sure we were gonna be the first ones back.
Hey, how'd it go?
Mission complete.
Impressive. I doubt you'd find many other knights of such caliber even among the Knights of Favonius.
How about our master thief and mage? Did you find anything?
You bet! We made a huge discovery! The place we were trying to get to was blocked off. We couldn't see anything past it, and there was no way around. But then, just now, a huge canyon appeared out of nowhere, so we hurried back here.
It appeared just now?
Come and see, Miss Honorary Knight. Let's go on a canyon adventure.
To the canyon.
I'll sit this one out.
She's so cute.
Beat after trying to make those repairs. I need to take a break.
Miss General, you should come too. You can hide behind me and give me smart advice while I protect you.
Wonderful. It would be an honor to serve as advisor for our young mage.
Let's go!
Guys! Hello? Zip along according to safe cart operating procedures. I think that's the ride that we were going to check out. Awesome. All right. We have another waypoint to unlock. And so it is. Alright, I'm gonna come back to these little time challenges later. For the sake of the replay.
We're way behind schedule.
That wasn't bad.
Just before the canyon appeared, I heard a faint sound, like something mechanical turning.
Ka-chuck, ka-chuck, ka-chuck. Could it have been the central hub? That would mean this canyon appeared after it started spinning.
Hey, you, oh. New guys, huh?
Somebody else with blue hair.
Hey! Paimon didn't realize anyone else besides Edea lived here.
You actually saw her? She's barely shown her face since everything started falling apart here.
Excuse me for asking, but who are you?
Oh, right. I didn't introduce myself. I'm Ferdinand. Me and my brothers look after this whole zone. Well, we used to, until this whole domain was, like, flipped upside down, or whatever. The method we were using to make the carts and tracks stopped working after that.
Edea is working on repairing the domain. We were just with her before coming here.
Really? Huh. I assume that she'd be curled up in a fetal position somewhere, hoping all her problems will magically disappear on their own. Good for her.
Wow.
Anyway, I checked all the stations around the whole circuit. They've all conked out.
Conked out? How? Would you mind elaborating a little for us?
But aren't you just travelers who stumbled upon this place by accident?
Nuh-uh. I'm Mage Klee, Idia's helper.
A mage? You?
This is not going well for you, Ferdinand.
Okay, I gotcha. Well, right now the more helpers we got, the better, I guess. Anyway, our first priority is to get the carts here up and running again.
Klee.
Oh? And why is that?
Guys.
The roads here twist and turn so much that the best way to get around is by riding the rail tracks instead. Let me show you. This is what we used to make them. Did Dia bring you up to speed on these things?
Is it a streaming projector?
Yep. Basically, we need something that we can put inside that'll make a cart for us.
Like what? Can it be anything as long as it looks like a cart?
Yeah, you could put it that way. But one other thing is that it has to be compatible with the tracks.
So, something like a sedan chair, maybe?
How do you know what a sedan
Have all
is?
the materials required to build one of those.
How about you, Traveler? Any ideas?
Maybe just a basic wooden cart?
That would solve the issue of materials.
Wood's no good. A rickety wooden cart would be too dangerous.
Oh.
Really? Hey everyone, come and see what Klee made.
Ta-da! Look! I made a cart!
Wow! Amazing work, Klee!
Whoa! It fits the track like a glove, too. Plus, it's a heck of a lot cuter than the ones Dia made.
I guess she's a clever mage after all.
I just wanted to give it a try, and suddenly, boom! There it was!
Paimon's gotta ask, what exactly did you make your cart from, Klee?
Her imagination.
I used Jumpy Dumpty.
Oh, okay.
Thought so.
So it's explosive.
Is there a problem or something? If not, then let's get ready to leave.
It's just... this cart is made from,
We just need to drive safely.
It's a bomb or something, isn't it? Yeah, I gathered from your conversation that Jumpy Dumpty is a little more volatile than the cute name suggests. It's okay, though, because the end product only takes on the general look of the source material. So to be more specific, while different materials have different properties, most of them aren't transferred to,
It's okay. No need to delve into the theoretical stuff. Paimon just wanted to make sure we aren't about to end up like the, flying fish of Starfell Lake.
Huh?
Don't worry about it.
Can we ride the cart now?
In a moment. We need a hydroidolin to power it up first.
Oh.
Okay, she's ready to roll. Hop in.
It sure is cute. Shoo! The cart platforms of the choo-choo cart. I split into the locked and unlocked states. You can summon the choo-choo carts at unlocked platforms. You got it. All right. Cute. Oh, look at the little guys in the back seat. We're on a roller coaster!
Whoa! This cart is fast! Chugga 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 choo! Woo woo!
Yeah! I'm gonna call it the choo-choo cart!
It's so cute. Okay, okay. And then we stop at each little platform. Got it. Got it. Cute. So this is what you said. When you said the map keeps expanding, huh?
The track is damaged up ahead.
Uh-oh.
We need to make some repairs before we can go any further. Yep, looks like it's all reverted to a preprint state here.
Do you know why that happened?
Everything in this domain starts as a preprint and only takes shape after being illuminated by the streaming projector. But the hydroidolin that forms the tracks here has been trapped in the print.
So someone needs to go into the preprint and rescue the hydroidolin, right?
But the projector here is sealed off by a giant bubble.
That's the hydroidolin's way of protecting the device from damage. If the streaming projector broke, then we'd be seriously stuck.
Aha! So for step 1, we need water droplet to help. Aw, it seems to really like that name.
Any volunteers for step 2?
Leave that to us. We know what to do.
Let's just take a look at this little map guy here first. And, move it, I guess. Let's try that.
Ah, so the hydroidolin was locked up in that chest.
Aw, it's completely empty.
I feel like I'm playing a Sega game.
Yay! We saved 2 water droplets now.
Oh! Are they...
Whoa. Water droplet just transformed into some new tracks.
Water droplet
Good. Let's
magic!
keep going then.
Bless. Decorporealizes? Decorporealizes? I'm learning some new vocabulary today.
It was on a deserted moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair.
I like getting to see the scenery this way. Oh shoot. Oh, I see. Oh, shoot. Cute.
Hey, Ferdinand! You mentioned that you managed this place together with your brothers. Did you mean that your brothers are water droplets?
No, the hydroidolins are like helpers here. As for my brothers, well... those 2. You'll meet them soon enough.
Cute.
There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward every now and then.
Should I unlock this thing? Or is that like a treasure guy? It's a treasure guy. Okay, I'll finish the mission. Or I'll try to finish the mission.
Next
I don't
on
know
the
how long it's
agenda.
gonna... what's wrong with this, huh? To practice new tracks, you can switch lanes. Press the button that appears at this time to switch lanes. Okay. Let's try it. Whoa. Cute. We get to go on a roller coaster!
Look! Klee can
It's so cute!
on now.
Whoa! pretty. Cute.
Seems we've just about finished repairing the station and the connecting tracks. Let's go check the track switcher now. It's over there.
Guess we'll come back for this guy later, but let's try to get to this place he's talking about here. This place is wild. There's so many levels to it. Look at all the swirlies. Cute. Head to Rail Junction. Here maybe? Maybe I should have gotten back on board? I don't know.
Oh, there's another spinny thing here. It's so big, but not as big as the one we saw in the middle of this place. That one was huge. I bet it's something super important. I remember what Kaeya said earlier.
Very good, Klee. You're using what you saw earlier to make observations, like a real adventurer.
It appears to be a system that rotates to switch tracks.
That's right. Originally, all you had to do was flip this switch and the junction would rotate. But it seems Jeremy still hasn't fixed it yet.
Jeremy!
It's big, but when it comes to actually getting things done...
Is this Jeremy you mentioned one of your brothers?
Yeah. When I talked to him about repairing the tracks, I suggested we start with the station. But he said we should start at the junction. Really, it made no difference which one we started with. But he just had to turn it into a huge argument. He always treats me like I'm a fool and disagrees with anything I say. Let's see what he has to say now that I've already fixed the tracks.
If you ask me, you're clearly a sharp person, Ferdinand.
Yes, finally someone who can recognize that, rather than just shrugging off my ideas. Come on, let's make our way to the junction and see what he's up to. I bet he's still fretting over what to do.
So when you enter the bottle, does it make you more insecure the longer you're in it? Because I'm noticing a theme.
Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do.
Sometimes I can't help but get angry just thinking of Jeremy. You should have seen him back in the sandstorm. I suggested we go east, and he argued that we should go west.
You were in a sandstorm? What happened after that?
We separated and each went our own way. Lucky for us, we stumbled across this domain. Otherwise, I'm sure we would have been buried in the sand.
All right, Jeroni.
Everything will get better once we get the switcher working again.
Still stuck here just as I expected. Well, did you make any progress?
Didn't I already tell you? Just have the Hydroidolans fix the junction and then make a new cart. After that, we can use the junction to... Wait a minute, how did you get here? It took a lot of effort for me to climb all the way up here.
The answer is standing right in front of you.
Yeah, sure. Those travelers must have helped you. You never get anything done on your own. You always get someone else's help and then try to take the credit for yourself.
Sheesh!
You're one to talk. What have you managed to accomplish, huh? You were here just moping around all day.
Whoa. They started arguing the moment they saw each other. But aren't they supposed to be brothers?
Me? His brother? Hardly.
All right, Jeremy. That's enough.
Fine. I'd rather be focusing my efforts on fixing the track switch rather than arguing anyway.
You should calm down too, Ferdinand. Let's all focus on the situation at hand. Any personal problems can be settled later.
Fine.
I'm sorry you had to see that. My name's Jeremy. I'm one of the people responsible for taking care of this area. I assume you're the ones who helped repair the tracks. Thank you very much. It means a lot.
No need to thank us. We're just trying to help Edea restore the domain.
I see. Now that you and Ferdinand brought the cart up here, we'll need the hydroidolins to fix the area below.
Them again, huh? Seems the hydroidolins are really important around this place.
Yes, of course. Not only do they keep the junction turning, they operate practically everything else in the domain too.
This place is so weird. Well, it's pretty. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alrighty then.
All right. Seems most of the tracks and junctions have been repaired now.
Yep. So maybe it's time you give credit where credit is due,
What? You think you deserve the credit? If anything, we should be thanking these travelers.
You... Well, either way, you're not the one getting any credit. You're always quick to criticize my ideas and push your own, but you never actually get anything done.
And what about you? Don't forget it was Hado and I who took care of the mess that one time you impulsively tried one of your brilliant ideas. Speaking of Hado, wasn't he with you?
I left early this morning. I assumed he'd be with you.
Seriously? Couldn't you have at least looked to see where he was before you left?
Hey, come on! You didn't see him either, so what's your excuse?
Klee?
What? You don't enjoy people arguing all the time? You're not having fun right now?
I don't get it.
Me neither.
Nobody did anything bad. Why are they arguing?
Haters gonna hate, Klee.
I just don't like his smug attitude, that's all.
Who are you calling smug? If anything, you're the one who's making such a big fuss right now.
See?
All right, I think we've heard enough from you two.
They gotta hate. It's all they can
If you
do.
insist on bickering, then I'd suggest you go somewhere else. Otherwise, I'll just cool you two off myself.
Oh, shoot.
Now, come with me. I'd like to have a word with you.
Shoot.
Don't be upset, Klee. There are many complicated situations in this world which don't always have a logical explanation. As a passing traveler here, it's not my place to comment on their disputes. But in my experience, family issues can be the toughest to resolve.
Seems you don't like dealing with this kind of thing either, Kokomi.
Sorry, I'm mute. I didn't expect the camera to actually cut to Kaeya berating them and pointing and telling them what to do. It just made me laugh.
But it's still not right. I don't know how to explain my feelings.
I'm sorry. We've calmed down. You shouldn't argue in front of a child like that.
We're sorry, Klee.
It's okay.
Back to the topic at hand. Weren't you about to go look for your brother Hado?
Ah, right. Our best guess is he's somewhere around the torrential twister. We would have to use the junction to send the cart to another area.
Sorry to trouble you again, but would you help us find him?
You bet. Just stop complaining.
Oh, all right.
Hey, come on, you two. You're brothers after all. Can't you try to get along?
Alright, I guess we're changing direction here. I want these as little plushies. These little Pikachu, Humpty Dumpty little guys. Rotate the track blossom on the screen to change the track the choo-choo cart is traveling on. The color of the flower beneath the larger track shows the destination of your present track. Oh my, okay. Use the wooden board. Oh, okay, let's check the destination. Okie dokie. What? Why? Why? Don't mind if I do. Well, interesting. Now, not only do we have roller coaster paths, we have different color roller coaster paths. Okay. See if I can get this right. Switch to the amber flower?
Okay, this is the end of this track segment. Otto should be nearby.
I guess we want to change directions? This is trippy. Oh, nice. Fun. Uh-oh. I messed up. Didn't hit it in time. There we go. Oh, sheesh.
Ah, I guess you had repaired the tracks and stations as soon as I saw a cart come zipping along. Now that the tracks, station, and carts are all repaired, we're about ready to reopen Torrential Twister. It will be good to see my design back in action again.
You're in no condition to be out running around like this, Otto.
Yeah, but these are unusual circumstances.
That's true, but you should stop to think things through.
Exactly. If there's anything that needs to be done, you can just let Ferdinand and I take care of it.
You and Ferdinand? Together? It would be a miracle for you two to do anything together without fighting.
Hey, that's between Jeremy and me. No need to add fuel to the fire, okay?
I'm not trying to make trouble. I'm just saying.
Hey, Ferdinand?
Oh, don't worry. We're not arguing, Klee. We're just, discussing some things.
Are you and Isn't Jeremy worried about Hado?
Hmm?
Why don't you just talk to him about it? Kaeya's also worried about me sometimes, but he doesn't ever criticize me.
See how easy
You're
it
right.
is?
But our relationship is much better than these guys.
Well, our situation is a little different.
It's not.
Really? How so?
We've been through this kind of thing before. If we didn't warn Hado, then he wouldn't take it seriously and something would eventually happen. As his brothers, we have to help him.
But it doesn't look like you're helping.
It sure doesn't, Klee. It sure doesn't.
Maybe Klee doesn't understand everything. But my mommy told me that you help someone to make them feel happy, not to make yourself happy. Hado sure doesn't look very happy. Why don't you ask him what he needs?
Imagine communicating.
Klee's right, you know? You three need to open up and talk things through.
Mm-hmm.
You are brothers after all.
I've always cared a lot about you, Hado. Just like when we were back in the desert. You suddenly passed out and Jeremy and I started arguing. Eventually, all three of us ended up in this domain. I'm just worried that something similar could happen again. If you were to pass out and with nobody around to help you.
I know, but this domain is nowhere near as dangerous as the desert. I was thinking that if I could handle these problems myself, then you two wouldn't have to argue about anything. If it weren't for my poor health and lack of energy all the time, then I wouldn't have always been such a burden on you two.
No need to feel guilty, Hado. This was our choice. The three of us love adventuring. No one is a burden on anyone. Isn't that why we came up with the idea for this area? I would do the thinking, Ferdinand would use his muscle, and you would...
Draw the blueprints and build tracks. It'll be a safe way to see all kinds of amazing scenery. Yes, that was the plan.
So Hado's the creative one.
Doesn't it feel better just to get along?
Hey, what are you trying to say? You make it sound like I've only been trying to talk myself up.
The choo-choo cart is great, Ferdinand.
Really?
You know, Klee, having the car zip along the tracks was my idea.
Yeah, what an amazing idea. You're so smart.
Hey, Klee, do you want to ride even more fun carts?
Yay! Let's ride more.
Looks like all three of them are trying to win Klee's approval now.
Klee hasn't realized it yet, but her innocent, childlike nature is very powerful. It can inspire and even help heal others.
Hey, everyone, please come with me. We need to get the Hydro-Eidolon in the cart to help us.
Well, when you can't validate or love yourself, you tend to drain others for appreciation and validation. So I think that's exactly what's
Lie on the
happening.
grass. You can feel the heartbeat of the world.
I mean, something's better than nothing, I guess. Thanks, Klee.
There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward every now and then.
Ooh. Is this the right direction? I think that's the right direction. I love the little ember clovers that are coming out the back of it. Oh snap. Is this making new paths?
Good. Torrential Twister is ready to run now. Let's go to the station at the start of the track.
Sorry. Sorry about it. I just left without the cart. Sometimes it's gotta be like that. Sometimes can't wait.
Hado and I have double-checked everything. It's all operating safely. You can go for a ride now.
Hold on a sec. Before we say goodbye, I have something I'd like to give you all. It's a rock climbing rope. We used it on our adventures to climb mountains and traverse many places.
Huh? But doesn't it mean a lot to you? Are you sure you want to give it to us?
Yes, of course. Please take it. Thanks to Klee and everyone else's help, we realized that there's a special bond that keeps us together. Even though it's invisible, it's even more important than rope. We can always hold on to it through tough situations.
Huh? I helped?
Yes, Klee. You are a big help.
Even bigger than that huge thing in the middle of this place?
Yes, much bigger.
Wow, that's huge! I'm so happy.
By the way, have you ever seen anything like the choo-choo cart in the outside world?
Nope. Today was the first time I rode anything like it.
Is that so? I guess I'm not surprised.
Hey, bud.
Seems you won't find Torrential Twister anywhere else. Be sure to come back and ride the choo-choo carts again while you still have the chance.
Yep, I will.
Mountaineering rope. Jabroni reminds me of Jabroni. And he's totally a jabroni, so it makes me pretty happy that it's his name. Uh-oh. I lost my cart. Oh. Cool. Here we go. All set.
Oh, this is even higher than I expected. The drops are pretty steep too.
Are you okay, Kokomi? If you're scared, just yell and let it out. We won't tell anyone. What happens in the bottle domain stays in the bottle domain.
Oh, am I supposed to get those two? Shoot.
Looks like Klee's having the most fun.
I don't know how I was supposed to avoid that. Maybe by getting all three of the blue things. I don't know. Sneaky. Pretty champagne mushrooms. Uh-oh. Hey, Colin.
That's so much fun! Klee can fly across the sky like a real mage now.
Sorry to bother our young mage, but there's something a master thief would like to report. Do you still remember our mission?
Uh-oh. I was having so much fun that I almost forgot.
We're supposed to be helping Adia look for the missing components. But don't worry, I've already got one.
You mean you snatched it when we weren't looking?
I didn't have to go that far. In fact, the component we were searching for was actually that orange rope. If anything, you could say it came right into our hands at the right time. Let's head back and give it to Adia.
Aw, do we really have to go? Okay. Even though I want to keep playing, I know Adia is really important. That's our wise mage. Don't worry. Tonight, you'll be able to see stars in the water and watch fish dance in the sky.
Seems Kokomi's out of it after that round.
Yeah, she looks weird.
Her face is completely blank and her lip was trembling while she was speaking. Maybe we should have a rest for a while.
Yeah, don't push yourself.
I thought I was keeping my composure pretty well. Don't worry, my mind is always spinning. I'm used to this. We should head back to Adia. How about we hold hands, Miss General? Klee will give you energy. After holding Klee's hand, the stars in the sky and the fish in the water have all disappeared. I must have been seeing things from riding the cart.
What are you smiling about, Kokomi?
Oh. Nothing. Nothing at all.
Not using the back of Paimon's head to block the animation of them holding hands. Okay. I'll take it.
Beautiful treasures are a cause for great happiness.
Alright, for the sake of sanity, I'm gonna fast travel back. I think. Feels like Sumeru. Looks like Sumeru. Is not Sumeru. Pretty. Oh, almost landed on her head. Sorry, girl.
Welcome back. Well, any good news? Oh, don't tell me. You've taken care of all the problems and now I don't have to do anything?
You won't be disappointed.
Yeah, we even rode the choo-choo cart. Do you want to come ride too? But maybe you'll have to wait till tomorrow. I'm a little tired now.
Seems she had a little too much fun and now she's about to crash. I think it's time for a rest.
Good idea. I think we could all use some downtime. Thanks for giving me some energy, Klee.
Then we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye, Miss Honorary Knight. Bye, everyone.
Where are they going?
Well, it sounds like our young mage enjoyed herself. I'm so happy that she had a good time. So, back to the missing component. Did you bring it?
You bet! Kaeya said that the missing component was this orange climbing rope.
Which seems weird.
It just occurred to me that you probably ran into the three brothers while you were in the canyon. If I remember correctly, the two eldest brothers were taking their sickly younger brother on adventures when they ran into a sandstorm and ended up here. They were all arguing with one another when they first arrived, but it wasn't long before they broke down and were huddled together in tears. They sure must have a lot of energy to keep up their bickering and adventuring every day. I'm a little worried about them, yet quite envious of all that energy.
You almost sound as if you're reminiscing about old friends, Edea.
Yes, I've known them for quite some time after all, but I seldom go to that area. You can hold on to the rope for now, Traveler. I have no use for it until we have the other components. By the way, Eula and Collei have also returned, but I'm afraid they weren't able to make much headway. They mentioned that they would like to head to the jungle north of here, once you have all rested up. Now that I've told you everything, I'll go rest. I'll go and check on the situation in the remaining 2 areas.
Do you need me to accompany you?
Oh, no, it's all right. You've already accomplished a lot today. You should rest up.
Let's see. Oh. Interesting. Oh, we did part 1. Very good. Alright, well, I guess I'll put together this video for Secret Summer Paradise part 1. Woohoo! Oh my god, his outfit looks so good! Look at his little peacock feather on the end of his braid. I love it! I love it! It looks so good. Kaeya, you always look so good. Alright, well, I was a little ambitious, thinking I might be able to get his outfit on the first try today. Ah! And look at Layla, too! I'm excited about that, too. Definitely worth getting. Definitely worth getting. Fun! Well... thank you guys so much for joining me. Unlocking the new 3.8 Genshin update. And checking out the story of the Secret Summer Paradise. I keep wanting to say Golden Apple Archipelago. It's not that. But I had fun. Thanks for joining me, guys. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.